How do you measure your content marketing ROI? So if you're a business owner, chances are that you probably ask yourself, okay, yeah, I'm gonna start creating all of this content, and they're gonna do blog posts and videos and all these things, right? But how do I actually measure that that's working, right? So that's a great question. That's a great question, and today that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. So first of all, let's start by saying that even though content marketing is a strategy that's very, very, very effective, in that it pays off, the payoff is very generous. The only thing with content marketing is that, it's a medium term and long term gain, right? So chances are that either two things are happening. Either the content marketing initiatives that you have at your business is not on point yet, and of course they are not tracking and measuring what's working and what's not. That's something that could be happening. And the second thing is that maybe it is working, maybe it is, they're measuring it correctly, but they haven't been able to explain that to you in a way that's easy to digest, and probably you have already stopped this marketing strategy, the content marketing strategy. So chances are that, let's say that they started 2-3 months and then you didn't see any actually measurable results, and you said, no, that's not going to work, right? And probably was just about to pay off. So those are the two things that could be happening. So today I just want to talk about 4 different tools that you can use in order to measure what's going on. Whether your marketing initiatives are working or not. Because also it's important to highlight that for this you're going to need different people. It's people with different sets of skills, right? So you have the copywriter, right? You have the actual expert in the field. It would be even better if you can get somebody that's expert in the industry at the same time, knows how to do copywriting. But then you also need, the video editor. You need a graphic designer to adapt, things to the different channels and so on, right? So, and then there's another person that actually handles the digital marketing itself, and they actually measure what's going on. So, that being said, I'm just going to talk about those tools so that you can either set it up yourself or you can forward it to your team. If you haven't signed, sign up for our Facebook group. If you haven't joined yet, do so. It's 100% free, and we give you all of the tools, all the strategies, the step-by-step of everything that we do. We answer any of the questions that you might have, and it's 100% free. And with these resources, you can even forward it to your team so they can take care of it, or hire somebody else. Let's get right to it. So about the 4 tools. Hubspot is perhaps one of the most popular tool to measure the results of your content marketing. So this tool, what it does is that it allows you to track what content is working best. It creates sort of a profile of each individual or user that gets to your site. So before I lose you with all these details and technicalities, basically what you do with Hubspot is that you have a set of tools that allow you to do marketing, like automating your email outreach and things like that, your email marketing, and even chatbots now, and you can also measure everything that's happening. So that tool allows you to do all of those things, right? But it allows you to measure what content is working best. So with that, this Hubspot tool, right, it connects with another tool that's created for the sales department. So that way you will understand, okay, so this is the content that ultimately converted into this sale, right? Into this actual, order. So with this software, you will be able to do so. The only thing with Hubspot is that definitely it's not the cheapest. It's definitely, you can check out their pricing. But, especially for small companies, it's definitely going to be, chances are that it's going to be, out of your range. However, I have another solution for you, which is the second tool, that's Engagebay. Engagebay is pretty much like a HubSpot, but, it's a new company, and they, and it's way more affordable. Pretty much any company can actually afford Engagebay. The only thing is that, of course, it's a brand new company. It's been in business for like a year or so, or 2 years. And of course, they're not as big as HubSpot, so they won't have the resources. So, it's a good tool to sort of start, and probably, as you grow, migrate, because, if your competitor is using HubSpot, they're always going to be sort of one step ahead of you, unless, Engagebay catches up. But, that's an alternative solution. Then, another option, that's Google Analytics, of course, that you can measure everything that's happening. And you can create special links to understand, where you're getting your traffic from. And, to all of your content, you can add these special links, and then you can see all of that in Google Analytics. There's two options. Either one, you go over all the learning curve and you learn how to use Google Analytics. That's option number one. And option number two, just, hire a freelancer to do that for you, or get somebody to set it up for you, because the reality is that it's just going to take a lot of time. But pretty much how it works is that you can create special links that you can add to all of your content, and then you create goals within your Google Analytics, and you will know what content, is actually driving the sales that you're getting, or the leads that you're getting. What specific content. The final tool that I wanted to talk about is Segment.io. Segment.io, what it does is that, it happens sometimes that maybe I'm searching for your product or service as a user, and I look at it, from my phone, but then I don't like the experience over my phone, and then I go to my PC. And I use it from there. So what's going to happen is that you're going to think that the actual lead, it came, via PC, right? And it didn't. I actually landed on your site because, via my phone. So with that information, you will be able to understand, you'll be able to have, I would say, the data as clean as possible. That's pretty much it. As you have the data as clean as possible, you will be able to make data-driven decisions. You will be able to understand what content is working best, and ultimately, take action based on that. So I hope this video helped. And if you happen to have any questions, once again, join our group. We clarify any questions that you might have right in there. And that's pretty much it for today. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Talk to you soon.